Hi, my name is Andre Lambert. Don't forget, it's French, all right? Put a little swag on that. And my SRK handle is Twisted Jago. I really think this game is awesome. Capcom finally did what they wanted to do and bring back the old school feel with the new school feel to it, meaning that new players can get into it, but old players will probably dominate in the beginning. But we'll see what happens in the future. I think the show is great. I see the contestants are having a lot of fun, and I think there's a lot of drama surrounding around it, but I think they need to focus on bringing that drama into the light because that's what makes things exciting, you know? That's how we evolve as a community, show that we're not just sitting there pressing buttons. More than likely Nerd Josh, only because of his previous 2D fighting background. I don't see the 3D fighters transitioning too well, but that's their problem, not mine.
They go to punish the first one. You can just press any punch, and it'll do the second one. That will get a counter hit.
Those Tekken chains.
Yeah, so you can do that, or you can actually tag Hugo in and do a special grab, and you can't actually press any buttons if it's done at the fastest possible timing. So there's that, and the third thing you can do is just do the first slash and not do the second one, and that will throw them off if they were thinking to punish the second one. So little things like that.
Okay, cool. So right now we have Sherry Genix on the player one side versus Jago.
Versus Jago. Okay.
So Ryan,
yeah,
you're a big part of the UK scene,
right?
Which is very awesome to have you here because obviously it's difficult for us to bring too many people out here.
Yeah.
But it's cool that we have someone international to come be a part of this event.
Right. No, it's a pleasure to be here. I mean, it's really nice to see all you guys again and be a part of this great event.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit more about the UK scene in general?
Well, I mean, what would you like to know? Which game or
Well, for example, I know that you guys have a lot of Street Fighter players. Of course, I watch the streams that Worst Keith ever helps out with all the time and all that good stuff. And also Dog Tanyan.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you hang out with his crew or if you're like.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good friend. I mean, like, now that he's like working at Capcom, it's going to be good for the community as well. Because,
I forgot. So that's right.
Yeah, so he's like community
awesome.
Now, so it's a good step forward for us.
Cool. So as far as the UK scene and what you guys are working on, I've seen like a lot of the events you're working on recently. Yeah. But is it a challenge for you guys out there in the scene to get enough people together? Or
I think. Yeah, in the UK, there's a lot of good quality players, and on all the games. We've got top players on Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters. We're getting there on King of Fighters. Marvel's good quality players on Marvel, and of course SSF4 as well. I think on a European scale, the spectrum of how strong we are in Europe really blows up. I think there's a lot of quality players in Europe, in all the countries combined. I don't think it's just a UK thing. I mean, UK has a lot of talent as well, but, we shouldn't dismiss, like, the other neighboring countries
of course
also.
Not.
And a lot of the main events are actually outside of the UK. The UK has Super vs. Battle, which is our main event. It's a brilliant event too. But like a lot of the like France, for example, has World Game Cup that just went by. They have Stunfest, they have Bushido, they have a lot of good events. And then there's also Germany that have like DUC tournament that just happened recently, and they have the Neutron Cinemasters guys doing their thing. It's really good stuff. We have Max Damage Germany, which is like a combined Tekken tournament with sometimes they have Street Fighter and other games too. So all the community is looking out for each other, and this is like really supporting all the players to get as best as they get as good as they can, basically. So I mean, I think we need more though in a way, because especially now that there are more games, we're going to need different events to cater for different audiences. You know what I mean? There's so many fine games, and they're all really good as well. And as well as that, they all take so long to get good at. It's not like any of the games are really pick up and play, especially when you're going towards a high level. So we really need people to get out there and support their community, and really just stay focused with that.
That's cool. So, not just, in general, like speaking around events and tournaments, but, you are a long-time tournament player, and someone that, although we haven't spoken very much, someone that I'm, of course, very familiar with. You probably heard about this by now, I'm sure, but, Capcom is sponsoring $500,000. A $500,000 sponsorship for events coming up. We don't know the full details of it yet, but since the early days where it's kind of more of an underground scene where we all played a lot of different games to where it is now, how do you feel about the evolution of the scene UK-wise, which is much different from the evolution of the scene here in America?
Well, we don't have any tournaments that are 500K, but I think, you know, now that, I mean, the scene has kind of stretched into a more professional thing with, you know, sponsorship and companies backing players. I think now it's taken a lot more seriously from, you know, from every aspect, from a player aspect, from a company aspect. Now people who never cared about games before want to know if it's worth them investing in it. You know, there might be money in it for them. So, I mean, yeah, games have taken a much greater stage now that there's a sponsorship and things like that. And it's obviously a lot more pressure, sorry, for the players. Maybe pleasure in some ways, but yeah, a lot more pressure for players to perform now because they've got companies with money representing them, you know, that they're representing, sorry.
Yeah, well, and even you're sponsor now, dude. I was making jokes earlier about all these things on your shirt here.
You should have seen the last show. It was even, it had sponsors everywhere. You couldn't even see what color the show was. It was just text all over the place.
So you personally also travel to a lot of events. So I'm sure, you know, whatever Capcom's running, you're probably going to try to travel out.
Yeah, you know, I'd like to be involved because it sounds like a really good event to be involved in. So no, awesome. Definitely. You know, it's just obviously there's a lot of good players out there, not only me. So I'm very respectful of that, and I know that, you know, there's a lot of quality players. So it might be that there are other players who get involved before me and stuff like that. But no, it sounds really good. I don't know exactly, like, where is it? Is Capcom paying for this budget?
I don't know. This is coming directly from Capcom. Okay. They haven't told the details of what the tournaments will be. So I don't know if it's going to be like community events and also Capcom run events or only Capcom run events. Right. But I know that they're working very hard on it. So you know, I'm sure more details will be coming out there pretty soon. Yeah. These guys are all chatting it up behind me. Anyway, the next question I have for you is how you feel about Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which, although has a lot of basic Street Fighter elements, is much different as a game.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed because they've managed to find a way to accommodate, you know, newer users who might not be so used to technicalities of games. You know, they don't know what a one-frame link is, they don't know what plinking is, they don't know what a frame trap is, and it just allows for players like that to have simple links where they can do good damage. You know, in quite an easy way, but at the same time, it does also reward technical players that want to take it to that next level and do like the plinking and the really difficult combos, because in that when you use those things, then you get you get the chance to cancel your normal into a special move and things like that. So you know, they're looking out for everyone. They're making effort to look out for everyone, and that's a really good thing. Another thing I like is they've actually you know, surprisingly made a way to accommodate the Tekken characters in this game, which I thought would be a hard mission because, you know, they're so different in the games that they're from. You know, they're so different in Tekken. So, but no, they are viable characters. I actually think it looks like they're going to be stronger later on. But then again, saying that, the players coming directly from Tekken that haven't played 2D games before probably have a bigger challenge than the players that come from Street Fighter, purely because it's based on a 2D format. And if anything, the Street Fighter characters, you know, have strategies that more or less work. Like the SF4 stuff seems to work on this game as well. Those strategies work, and so you kind of already have like the basics. You know, if you played SF4, you kind of have the basics already with your character on this game, and that gives you like a little platform to base your new strats on. And whereas the Tekken characters are all so different from Tekken, so it's like you're learning a brand new game from scratch. You know. So, no, but it's interesting though. I'm really liking it. I mean, it's got everything that I didn't expect it to have. You know, it's got like plinking, it's got frame traps, it's got crouch decking, it's got, I don't know, it hasn't really got safe jumps because of the whole like rolling around stuff. You can choose where to get up and stuff like that. But no, I really do like it. It's interesting how you can manage your meter and, you know, be careful about how you tag to be safe and things like that. It's got a lot of psychology in it.
So while we were talking, Fingercramp Jago has been showing some impressive stuff.
Yeah,
he has spent
that was really nice.
I was watching as well. And Rennick gets a donut for this one, but I think he's completely safe right now. He's got a lot of wins on the scoreboard and has played very well so far in the challenge. And Team Street Fighter right now has 39 points versus Team Tekken has 22 points. So unless Team Tekken can pull a miracle, most likely they're going to be defeated in this challenge. However, the good news is, although they're likely to receive a disadvantage of some kind, their team is not up for elimination today because today is Pandora elimination, which means one of the Street Fighter players is going to have to face off against another player. And the way this works is the person who scores the worst is immediately going to be sent into elimination, and then they're going to vote for the second person to play against them. Unfortunately, Sherry Jennings is the worst scorer right now with only 1 point.
So she's up for like elimination?
So she's very likely to be up for, unless she can win against Mike Ross, she's very likely to to be sent over. Right now, we're going to have Jago versus TFA Hornet, who's also been doing pretty well in this challenge. And the way it works is if you win one round versus your opponent, you get 1 point, and if you win the entire match, you get 3 points. Just so you know how the scoring system works.
Okay.
Other than that, things have been going very well. I'm very, again, happy to see you here, and I'm very happy to see some Raven. So you're going to be facing off later today against Ricky Ortiz for $1,000.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that match so far?
I actually thought Ricky would pick Poison and Rufus, and it was interesting to come here today and see him using that team. It just seemed like a Ricky team. Obviously SF4 Rufus, you know, because that's his character on that, and then Poison just because, I don't know, it just seemed like a Ricky. I don't know why exactly, but and I came here today and he really was using that team. I was quite impressed. but there's no one I can brag to about that. Like, I don't have any evidence, but I know inside myself that.
You don't have any evidence? Just look at him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have any. Okay, there you go. You said it. But yeah, I was going to say that, yeah, and I guess that people were expecting me to use like Ryu and Kazuya or something like that, but which I probably will end up using eventually, but I wanted to use something different right now. And to be honest, I didn't have a lot of time to practice for this event at all, you know, so, you know, it's a new game for all of us. I mean, you know, we could all do with more knowledge on the game, but with the little time that I've had, I've managed to do something somewhat, and at least I didn't embarrass myself right now.
No, you played very well. Don't
happy about that.
No worries there. Yeah. So my next question is, you know that we have Cross Assault, which is this gaming reality show.
Right.
But you know that, you know, in the past there have been some gaming reality shows that while, you know, they may have had some popularity, they weren't necessarily popular among hardcore players, essentially. Have you watched any of the show yet?
I haven't, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't. Maybe I should have.
All right. I was just curious how you might have felt about the show itself and how the challenges were set up.
Well, I've seen I saw yesterday actually where they had a challenge where they had to perform certain combos like max damage and bread and bar and stuff like that. That looked quite interesting, and I liked it. I think it's a good idea. I mean, you know, I guess it depends, you know, what the aim of the show is.
Yeah, well, one of the challenging things about the show is that we wanted this show to, you know, when a new game comes out and you learn the game, you know, there are certain techniques that you implement, whether it's you train, and then, you know, you kind of, you know, work with some other people, or you go online on YouTube and you see what's going on, then you go to your first tournament and maybe you do well, or maybe you play poorly. But then later on, you know, you have to kind of man up and decide, well, I don't like this game, I'm not playing well, I'm going to give up, or I want to stick to it. And, you know, that's honestly the difference between, you know, a player that you would consider a top player or a pro and a player who just kind of gives up too early.
Yeah, I mean, it's so different from the age when I started playing fighting games, because for me, it was never about tournaments. It was never about becoming a pro player or being the best. I mean, yeah, there was that element of competition, but it was never about being the very, very best. You just had to... it wasn't bad to lose. Like, losing didn't upset you. When I first started playing fighting games, it wasn't a big deal. It's like, you got me, that's it, you know. And it was all friendly, you know.
Interesting.
And there were no tournaments. There weren't any sponsors and anything. It was just you played amongst your friends at the arcade, and win or lose, you all had a good time. And I really liked that time. So now that it's like a fighting game comes out and immediately people are looking at tiers, and I mean the fact that there's even the word tiers used in fighting games is alien to me, like, because we never had that before. When I was a lot younger playing fighting games, it was just, this is my character, I like him because he wears sunglasses, or, you know, I like his shoes, or whatever, you know, I like he has a special move that I like. I like the range on his special throw, like whatever. There would be elements of the character that you liked, and that would be why you'd main that character, or you'd have that character as your main, or sorry, you'd have that character in your roster of characters that you use. But now it's like, you know, everyone wants to find a main and who's the best, and you know, and I think you kind of take away a quality of the enjoyment of playing fighting games by just focusing on these raw elements. You know, I've got to go to the tournament, I've got to get sponsored. Like, these are all things that, I mean, only applicable to certain players. It's not for everyone. I don't think everyone should be aiming to be sponsored or aiming to win a tournament. There's enjoyment there's just as much enjoyment you can have in the game by just playing the game and being good for yourself. You don't have to, you know, almost just play for other people, so to speak, you know? And I think that once you, like, start to enjoy the game for yourself, at that stage, if you then see that, you know, there's more for you, then I think you should take it to the next level. But I don't think as an initial you know, ambition is always the best way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, because I think that the players with true passion are the ones that get really good.
Yeah.
You know, in anything, and not just in
course.
fighting games. I mean, in any sport, or you know, as a musician or whatever you do. You know.
Well, that's essentially what this challenge is about.
Wow.
Essentially, this is
That
along the. Yeah, I know. Jago is feasting over here.
That was crazy.
But essentially, that's kind of the point of this challenge. This is essentially like their first tournament. So it's like, okay, you go to the tournament, you know, and you get to face off against all these different people, and you get to learn a lot of techniques. So what's good about this challenge for them is even if they get defeated and they don't play well, you know, it's up to them to either, you know, take that and be like, you know, oh, well, this sucks, you know, I'm free, you know, I'm not playing well, you know, I don't have a character or whatever, or look at this challenge and take the experience from it, because you guys are all exceptional players here, showing them techniques about the game. This is how you play. This is how you use footsies. This is how you escape the situations. So either they can go the negative way and say, well, you know, I lost, I'm not playing well, or they can go the positive way and take advantage of all the knowledge that they got and say, well, now I saw a combo for you playing Rolento. He did all these combos. I'm going to go practice this right away and figure it out so that next time when it's time for me to go for a challenge, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, sometimes it does take a certain type of player to show you something that, you know, intrigues your interest and makes you want to get involved and do the same things as well.
Wow. Jago is a beast. Wow, so far, he's defeated Sherry Genix, Rennick, Dr. Sub-Zero, and TFA Hornet in very, very quick fashion, complete beasting. And now he's up against Nerd Josh. Yeah, Nerd Josh is...
he's got not a bad record here.
No, Nerd Josh is pretty beastly. The only person that he lost to was MYK. He got around on Arturo, got around on Combo Feed.
He won against everyone else.
Defeated, everyone else. Even you and Ricky, which I was surprised about because, you know, you and Ricky were both
doing
like,
good, right?
complete beasts.
Yeah.
So...
Oh well, no. I mean, you know, he played really solid. I took too many risks. You know, too many jump-ins.
Nerd Josh is definitely.
He plays better. Yeah.
And that's been kind of his game plan the whole time. He's always played very, very solid. You know, he's maximized his damage where he can. He's, you know, learned the system and tried to optimize it, and that's worked out well for him. And it's showing because, you know, imagine already he's already doing so well. Imagine the experience that he's gonna get today.
Yeah, no, that's really good. It's really, really good.
All right.
I think Rufus is really good in this game as well. I like how he works. I like how his EX Tornado makes him bounce off the wall now.
Oh yeah, everybody's been
juggles,
talking about that. The EX Galactic Tornado does a ton of damage. It sets up like the juggle after. It's really amazing.
I like this Kazuya Jury team as well.
Yeah.
They're really evil.
Jago is monstering it up. All right, so we're going to talk about these matches a little bit and maybe get it into the system. So first off,
First thing I want to say is I like this stage.
Oh, that's what everybody said.
Really
this stage is everyone's favorite stage right now.
I just get lost watching the background. I forget the fight. I'm just involved in what's going on, that little story. You know, it's like at the middle of a Hollywood movie or something.
Oh, man. Jago's combos with Kazuya.
Oh, you can punish that one. You can punish that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing that into jab straight, and you can't punish, and that's safe. But it hasn't got much range. Oh, wow. That was one way you can really beat someone down is by not letting them tag. That is like, because when you get to low health, the pressure is insane.
Definitely, you feel like you really need to tag.
Yeah, wow.
If you can chase it down.
Jago in the house.
Yeah, Jago is monstering it up.
Ooh. Outrage for that throw.
Nice. Oh, could have had the combo there.
Oh, that EX is good.
Yeah, it looks like it has good invincibility on it. Very useful. Good backdash there. Kazuya actually has one of the best backdashes in the game.
Really?
Yes.
It doesn't seem like he needs that.
No, not only does he have the misstep, which is amazing, so his forward movement is good. Ooh, Nerd Josh.
Return the favor. Didn't let him tag. That guy looks like Nicolas Cage. Nick Cage in the house. I don't know. Maybe everyone says that. I don't know. I just think he looks like Nicolas Cage. I'm sorry if that.
Ryan Hart's referring to Maximilian for those of you that are curious.
Did I say something wrong? I don't know. Nicolas Cage is rich. That's a good thing.
So,
yeah, you know, it must be a compliment, right? I was like, wow, this guy's right behind me. I didn't know he worked at Capcom in your spare time.
No. Maximilian is the gentleman who does the oh boy. Now I'm so mind blown that all I can think of is like Nicolas Cage in my mind right now.
You got crazy puns going on right now.
No.
Right?
Basically, Max is a YouTube beast. He puts up a ton of.
Damn, Josh.
Nerd Josh.
Yeah,
man.
No, there was no tagging in that match. That was a one-on-one fight right there. Ryu Kazuya.
Nerd Josh.
Wow, that was
it up.
Yeah. No,
so next up, so Team Street Fighter currently has 42 points, and I think at this point, like, is it actually impossible for these guys to win? Well, not impossible yet, but they'd have to win.
But
like,
that would be
almost every match.
Yeah,
I don't.
So Mike Ross is after Jago?
Yes. So
okay.
Mike Ross is the last person, and then we're and then we're gonna figure out the rest of the details, and after that, we're gonna try to get the 5 feature matches with you guys.
Okay.
So out of curiosity, if you do happen to win a challenge, what are you gonna do with the $1,000?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. It's not even about the money. I'm just really enjoying this game.
Of course.
No, it's a really nice game. I mean, I didn't expect it to have that much technicality. You know, so much psychology into how the matches can go down.
There definitely
really
seems to be a lot of mind games.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
So no, that's good. That's good stuff.
All right, so next up is going to be Team Tekken facing off against FC Jago. And Jago's Kazuya so far has completely rolled over everyone except Nerd Josh. So very scary stuff. He also has some very high damage combos, and his follow-up mix-ups as well, very solid. I gotta say, I feel bad for Mike Ross. He's got to play against this guy. Might be like a repeat of bar fights. Hans is over here just cracking up. He's like, I can't wait. Yes. Hans also happens to play Kazuya, so I'm sure he's pretty hyped seeing all this stuff. And a big shout. Make sure you guys all give a big shout to Hans. He's right now running the entire feed. He's working very hard to provide this stuff for you guys. So give him some love.
Shout outs to Team Western Wolves and Mad Cats.
Oh yeah, you feel free to say what's up to anybody. By the way, shout outs to Dog Tannian, since we're talking about the scene out there. Dog Tannian is the man, dude. Him and Dominion are like inseparable, man. Like you cannot like once they hook up, you cannot take those two apart, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
They're always hanging out.
Yeah, definitely.
Best friends
Yeah,
forever.
we missed Dominion in Europe, man. He needs to come back.
Well, he has expressed to me that he has a desire to return.
He needs that guy. Needs to come back.
I will miss him, but you know I know he's boys with you guys.
Yeah,
so.
nah, he needs to come back. Shout outs to Tenrai Metsu Dan, who inspired me to use Raven and Hugo. Taught me all the basics, you know what I mean? Those basics have been paying off, boy. That's all I'm saying. Because basically, initially, I wanted to use like a really original team. Like, I think I was going to use Asuka and Dalsim, because that would be like really different. And secondly, no one would expect me to come with a team like that. But when I started using Asuka, I don't know, I couldn't quite form a solid game plan with her. She's got this like low throw, and I couldn't find a good way of implementing that in the match. And it just started going wild, and you know, I just felt like I was wasting time. So. Playing casuals with Tenrai Misatsu, you know, Dan, UK player, he was using Hugo and Raven. And I was watching him play Shin and Show Dragon, and I'm like, damn, that team's cheap. That's my team. And that just became my team. And then now I've kind of like developed them a little bit and, you know, worked out some combos. And I found out the re-juggle thing with Raven and all these extra things. And now they're actually quite fun to use. I think Raven's going to be quite good, especially with the teleports.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't even using his air teleports as well.
With him as well. He's very brutal if he does get in and touch you, man.
Yeah.
I've seen you kill. I saw you kill people in literally like 2 combos.
Yeah.
Very often.
Ooh, Rolento. Wow. He's good, man.
Yeah.
You've got so much time to do those like wreckers, basically. I mean, I think you can tag off of them as well. Yeah. So you could do that for chip and make it safe. I mean, that's quite good.
Yeah, 200 yen on Team Tekken has been playing very exceptionally. It's very unfortunate for Team Tekken that 200 yen has been eliminated.
Right.
Although he can still help them with the challenges.
Oh, right. So he can make points for them.
Yeah, and literally, like, out of the 22 points that are here, most of these are his.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a shame they lost him then, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes. So they had to make sure to protect their best player, and they were unable to do that.
So he still takes part in all the challenges?
Yeah, he still takes part in all the challenges, and he, obviously, although he's already out, you know, since he's a part of Team Tekken, he can choose to support and say, well, you know, I lost, but I want someone on my team to win. Yeah. Or he could choose to be like, you know what, I can't win the money anymore. I don't care.
Right,
you know what I mean? But so far,
he's trying.
He definitely trying. He definitely wants Team Tekken to win, and he's definitely their best player.
I mean, you know, he's going to be loyal to his team, you know, obviously. Like, he didn't come here for nothing. So.
No.
Yeah. Maybe they made a deal, like, if you guys win, do I get my cut?
Oh, who knows? I gotta say, if he's done anything like that, he better be very careful because I'm pretty sure it states that they're not supposed to split anything. So yeah, they'll watch out.
They'll buy him a burger. They'll buy him a burger. They'll get him something in and out.
Yeah, again.
I wish we had in and out in Europe. In and out. What was the other place I like? Roscoe's. I like Roscoe's.
Oh man, Roscoe's is so good.
I liked Roscoe's. I don't know. I need to go Roscoe's right now. I swear, you give me a Roscoe's meal, I'll beat anyone on any game. I swear. One Roscoe's meal, I'm there, man. I swear. Just put me on that table, man.
Awesome. So before you brought up Roscoe's, which is an amazing
Shout
place.
outs to Roscoe's. Roscoe's is too sick, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna talk. Oh yeah, so it's funny that you bring that up though, because you know.
What, Roscoe's?
No, not Roscoe's, but about the possibility of someone trying to split or anything like that. Because you know, although typically in tournaments it's not allowed, this is something that we still do experience.
Yeah, but they're all friends. They're all friends.
Yeah, I understand.
Ooh. Oh my days, 7 hit. That's an overhead. Yep, apparently Kazuya's got like 5 overheads or something.
He's got
ridiculous.
So many of them,
and they go through lows. So if he's in your range and you do a low, it just overrides the low and hits you.
Then he has like the Torch Roundhouse, which is like an overhead that knocks down, and on counter hit, it crumples.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all over. Oh, that was close though. He had a good run for a while. I just think like once you get knocked down, it then becomes, you start second guessing yourself. You know, do I tag? Do I stay in? Do I try and go for something big? You know, it's really tough. And you make that one mistake and they get something big on you, it's over.
Nonetheless, 200 yen has another point to add to the long list of points that he's gained for his team.
One thing about this game is because it's so new, we are not conditioned to do certain things yet. Like on SF4, if someone jumps in, you're ready to anti-air. But on this game, although you might be Ryu, you might be using the same character you would do on SF4, because you're thinking about all these new elements, thinking about the gems. You know, should I use Pandora here? Like, should I tag? Should I go for this and that? You're not prepared to do those solid anti-airs, so you're just not, you know, conditioned yet to do those standard things that we use in every other fighting game that we play. It's going to take a while before that just becomes like second nature, you know, it's doing that in your sleep. So, no, it's good though. I mean, one thing that's really important on this game is to have a target combo that you can use the launch combo, you know, that launch string that everyone has, that where the first hit or the first 2 hits are safe and have really good range. That is really important. Like Flash Mesh I was using with Geef and Claw earlier, strings like that are really strong because you can strip away a lot of really good options from players just by keeping them at that range where they kind of, like a projectile is a risk, but yet they can't quite dash in or back away because they don't want to lose ground. So things like that are going to be really important later on, I think.
Tasty Steve's looking good right now. This is the last part of that combo.
Is his name Tasty Steve?
Yep.
Raw, we got a guy called Tasty Steve. Right, they need to face off, but he used more Tasty. You know what I mean? Tasty,
so far, he's doing very well against. Oh man.
I need to go to the wharf, innit? I haven't been to the wharf yet. You know, like the Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah.
Just so I can pick Brian on the wharf and do the slam, so I can say I did the Fisherman Slam on the wharf.
Nice.
That move is so good. It goes through everything, and it's safe on block.
Yep. And the crazy part is in Tekken you can crouch it, but
on this it's mid. It's mid electric. And he's got like his tile smash from Tekken is an overhead on this, and it's slow. Like it's got so many hit frames, you know, so that when it hits, you have so much time to confirm your combo afterwards. It's got so much hit stun after it connects. So it comes out quite quickly as well, so you can't see on reaction, it's a guess basically. But like I was playing Filthy Rich and he was using some stuff with it, and it's, High Archie is dangerous, man. The one thing that they really needed to put in this game that they did is the roll forward when you knock down. Without that, the rush down in the corner would be too severe with every character. It's just too much. You need to get out of the corner sometimes. Especially as tagging isn't safe. Like if you couldn't, you know, like get out of the corner and you needed your second guy, there would be no real way to get him in without taking the new combo damage as well from letting your partner take the new damage.
Oh, I don't think that was safe. Tasty Steve. Oh, no. Finally got him out. He kind of thought about it.
I don't think he dashed in then tagged. He should have just tagged straight away.
Yeah. At least he recovered himself.
Why can't the Tekken characters tag cancel? That would be fair.
Man.
Only the Tekken characters. Nah, that would be really bad.
Ooh.
Did that link? No, that didn't link. That didn't link.
No, it didn't. No. Jago takes that second round, but Tasty Steve gets a point for his team.
Yeah, it's close. It's not over yet.
Nice. That crouch fierce actually is one of like the better anti-airs in the game. Electric Wind got fist again.
Oh, he missed it. He could have done more. He could have done a lot more. Range on that sweep, man. Oh my gosh.
Man.
It's safe, so you might as well. Like, it's -1 block though, but like nothing's guaranteed. So if they go for a slow move, you can just throw out another one. Look at that. Just goes through everything.
Gets the tag.
And the launch. And the knees, the kneecaps.
Oh, he baited him there, made him waste the bar.
King must have some mash-up knees after all them combos, boy. Swear.
Yeah, King on point is very good. He has some very solid mix-ups.
Yeah.
And because his mids are so good, you know, he can force you to stand really well. Which makes his command grabs.
Yeah, he's got a command grab that grabs you if you're crouching and one if you're standing, right?
But because he's so good at forcing you to stand because of his overheads, you know, it makes the options a little bit easier to use.
They're all viable, definitely. This is close. Hayachi needs to tag, man.
I think
I'm not up for this hero
what
business.
Is he trying to do?
You know, these like this hero, like, yeah, I've got this. I'm not tagging him. I mean, I can understand if they're waiting for like a really big combo.
He's got to finish him,
and
though.
he's got a tag as well. Tag.
No.
Oh, wait there. Ooh! If he did wake up electric, that was it.
That's true.
If he did wake up electric, because it just comes out. Like, I know there's no reversal timing on this game, like on SF4, but then again, there's no focus. So, but like, yeah, because it seems that meaty moves really beat stuff on this game. I'm not sure about electric because that's
they even trade with Dragon Punches. I've gone for like really solid meaties with characters, and like if they wake up DP, you can get the trade, and that's good. That's, you know, pretty good for you because.
Like, there's no safe way to tag, for example. On wake up, if you try to tag and they do something meaty, you stay in and you take the hit. You have to guess on wake up. So one little mix-up that I've been using is basically, if I think that they're going to tag, I'll do something meaty. I'll do like a meaty low or something. If they're guessing that I'm going to do the low, I'll do the overhead. If they think I'm going to do the overhead, they'll block up, and I'll just do like special throw Hugo or regular throw and things like that. And I'm finding this really interesting guessing game when it's that time for them to tag or backdash or something else.
I enjoyed it a lot too. One of the things that I really like that I've been seeing is that, for example, one of the common tactics is like wake up Dragon Punch and then tag off that, right?
Yeah, but you can backdash that and bait it. And if they miss the dragon, they don't get the tag because the dragon didn't make contact. And that is one good way to like...
Well, not just that though. What I'm also finding is that if you block it and you have a fast enough special, you can catch Ryu on the way down before he gets out completely. And if he's almost dead, you can finish him off.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I was having trouble with that because like the new guy that comes in would interrupt me with like some jabs and stop me getting Ryu. So
it's really like spacing dependent, I think, too. And it depends on like how late they cancel it as well.
Right. Oh, interesting. That looks like Miranda right there. It does. Just a bit shorter hair. She's wearing the red top, like almost looks like the cross assault top. He needs to go back over there on the left.
Oh,
there you go.
That's
it's like a Japanese Miranda. I swear, like on the left. We'll see it in the next round. Shout out to E-Honda. Shout out to E-Honda on the truck. He couldn't get game time, so they just put him on the truck. We still remember
you know, although the cast is very big, there are a lot of like popular characters that are missing.
Yeah. I'm so happy Blanca's not in the game. sorry to any Blanca fans. I just like, I know he'd be really good on this for some reason.
He would be amazing.
I know he'd be like super good.
Fierce,
oh my god.
Slide.
Like CBS2 back all over again. It's true though, like all those CBS2 characters are gone, right? Like Sakura, Blanca, Honda, you know what I mean? Like all those CBS2 classic characters. It's not around anymore.
That was crazy. Did you see that? He jump canceled like the crouch fierce, and then he got a dive kick, and then he got another one after.
Miranda, see?
Oh,
it's like a Japanese Miranda.
Anyway, right now it's Korch.
There's Blanca. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, he's on the truck.
Is anyone else around? Yeah, there's a lot of characters. Anyway, so back to Bob.
Missed his combo. This is Korch right now, who's been struggling in these challenges. He has been making an earnest effort to help his team.
I like the new animations on the Super.
Yeah.
They're cool.
He's chucks
Wow. Oh, we get to the team one.
Yeah.
Fireball and both mediums. It takes all your meter though. It takes all 3 bars. So like.
But what's good about it is once you use it, even if they tag out their character, that character, you know, they lose all their recoverable health.
Oh right. So there is a benefit for that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And Good stuff to core. He takes that one.
Yeah, that was good. You made him waste his meat. He wasted his meat as well when you put that combo.
Better to lose your meter than lose the game.
Lose the game.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, he got the round,
oh, yeah,
and Jago
right,
wasted his meter. Yeah, that was good for him. Yeah, that one, see he punished with the jab there?
I'm sure Core have seen that string many a time in Tekken.
That's the safe one right there, that one. There.
Okay.
So after he does that, I don't think you can press any buttons. I think if you press anything, you can do electric. Ooh. Oh no, if he doesn't tag. See, if he does something meaty right then, he could have stopped him tagging out. So characters that have like invincible moves on Wake Up, like Ogre's Force Field or Kazuya's Electric, those characters are good because you're going to be looking for that meaty move to stop them tagging out, and that's when you're vulnerable to their instant Wake Up move. And that was very convincing from Jago. Sweet yang.
Nonetheless, Core scored a point for his team.
He definitely did, yeah.
So
I thought he was going to win after he made him waste the meter.
No, he was looking very solid, actually. Puts himself on the board.
I mean, so far all the characters look really viable. Everyone looks good. You know, everyone that I've seen, I haven't seen all the characters used so far, but everyone like bar the cats.
Oh yeah, the cats are unpopular right now.
I like them. I look at the face. It's so cute. Like it's just like a little chocolate cookie or something. Oh man, the limbs are just too small. I tried using them.
All right. So next up we're gonna have Super Yan up against Jago.
Okay. Cool. We've got the 2 of the 4 horsemen.
I'm surprised that Super Yan chose like 2 charge characters. It's very interesting. Most people haven't really been trying to charge characters out, although I've seen a little bit of Gao, and I think he's very good.
I like how Metallic Zangief doesn't quite get in. He tries to run through the door.
He tries so. If you watch the background, he tries so hard. He's like, dude, I want to like see what's going on so bad.
I'm in there.
Then like the gravity in the background goes nuts, and he starts flying around.
But yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I mean, well, no one's actually used Gao so far, right?
I've seen a little bit of Gao because we had one of the challenges involved trials, and one of the trials that was chosen was one of Gao's trials.
Okay.
So because of that, of course, people, showed a little bit of interest in Gao. And they were like, well, let me see like what else he can do or whatever. Yeah. But no one's actually made an effort to choose him in a match yet.
Right, okay.
The point of some of those challenges where we wanted people to see the trials themselves and see what the characters are like and learn about at least some of the combos that they could do. And the trials are actually not bad. Some of them teach you some good bread and butter combos.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually think the training mode's really good. I mean, the record mode, for example, can go on for so long.
Oh, really?
The Street Fighter 4 one can only go on for 10 seconds. But this one goes on for like, I think it was like a minute or something. So you can actually,
that's great.
You could record a whole match. You could record your opponent's whole match strategy and work around it, if you wanted to. And that's really useful. Because obviously they needed to do that because it's a 2-on-2 game, so you need more time in case it's a tag combo into a setup or something like that. So you do actually need that. So no, but it's really, really good.
Anyway, right now we have Super Yan facing off against Jago.
Yeah. And also the Pandora takes a lot of time, so yeah, you would need a longer record mode for that too. Yeah,
unfortunately, Pandora is something that we really haven't seen used very much.
Yeah, we haven't actually. No, it's something that's, I mean, you need a lot of experience to really be used to using that.
It appears
you can't just use it for fun. You need to really know what you're doing with that. So, ooh, okay. Needs to tag. Kazuya needs to tag. There's no time for hero business. Look. Oh, he's going for the hero business.
No. Oh, but when God kisses safe. Oh, the second part's overhead.
Yeah, that's going to catch a lot of people out until everyone gets used to it.
Oh, not safe from Super Yan.
Bison can actually still do his crouching low, light kick, scissors, but the timing is very different. It's a lot slower now. Delay the taps.
And Jago's just playing a longer range game right now, and time is winding down for
keeping that life lead. Ooh.
Ooh, neutral jump fierce, pretty good.
Yeah, apparently Jury can do jump cancel off of some normals now, so she can like do a launch with the fireball in the corner. Release the fireball, then a normal into the jump cancel, dive kick, and then carry on again. So that's going to be a really interesting lockdown game when she has people in the corner.
All right, so the last player for Team Tekken is coming up, and it's Bronson Tran.
Bronson Tran, who he's not been doing too bad.
He's been doing well in these challenges. 200 Yen definitely has proven to be the best player for their team in these challenges so far. But Bronson has also scored pretty well. He got a victory versus Splash Metroid, and he's also taken quite a few rounds. One versus Rip, one versus Arturo, one versus Filthy Rich, and one versus yourself, Ryan Hart.
One round? Yeah, I lost a round. Yeah. I didn't do the worst though out of everyone, did I?
No, you did very, very well. The
only one
worst so far. Let's see, who is it? It's hard to count this out because
Ricky did better than me. He only lost one. Like, I mean, we both only lost one game though. Oh, actually, sorry.
Combo Fiend only lost 2 rounds.
Wow. So Combo Fiend did the best.
Yeah.
And then me and Ricky second because we only lost 1 game. Everyone else lost more than 1 game. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy. I didn't want to do the best. I didn't mind not doing the best, but I just didn't want to be the worst.
Oh, okay. No. You played very well, and you showed us a lot of the system also, which is awesome. Nobody's really even given Raven a try, and it's cool.
Yeah, no,
that was
good,
very cool to see how his teleport makes sense work.
Yeah. Oh my days.
Nice reversal. Oh man, that does have a lot of invincibility.
Yeah. There's no messing about.
Chase the tech.
So, but that's interesting because you see, you keep them in the corner, you know, and I think that's really good. But if they don't roll forward and you do jump back, they've got that little, they've got a bit of ground.
They've got that window to escape.
So yeah, that's also good too. I think this character's so cheap.
Jury?
Claw.
Oh, Claw is really
those
good.
links, the range of those links. Oh wow.
The thing about him is that in SF4 he was a good character, but because he didn't have very much damage, you know, it made it so that, you know, despite this good footsies game he had, he wasn't really like a very, you know, strong character.
Yeah, but this game, I mean, does seem quite footsie heavy, generally speaking.
And not only that, but now he has all the chain combos, and if he has a good partner, you know, he kind of can complement his damage with that and make sure that the follow-ups. Wow.
Oh, he needs something big. He needs something big for this.
He also needs a tag.
I don't think
time so.
Yeah, I mean, he should. The only thing he could have done really is like charge meter or charge meter really, just for the next round because he couldn't have won it from there.
Crouch strong to start the round. Good usage of wave dash there. Tried to get him with the Wind God Fist, but the exchange is so good.
Yeah.
Chasing and jump outs too.
Yeah, it's quite hard to do meters on wake up. If I do that, I always get a reset rather than having the move hit meaty. It's different timing to SF4, and I'm so used to the SF4 timing. Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
Also the hit stop in this game appears to be a little bit different. So when you're going for links, it feels like, even though it's the same timing essentially as SF4, it feels like you have to wait a little bit longer.
Right. He could get a bit more damage off the clothesline. After the clothesline, you can actually get crouching jab, then medium slap into the air grab.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
what they've been doing is they've been going for just standing short and then just going for the air grab.
No, you get a lot more damage if you do the medium clap and then the air grab.
Interesting.
Medium clap, medium air grab as well. So yeah, it's a lot of damage. And if you need more, you can actually just do like medium clap super. We've got more guests.
Yeah, that's Jared and Fishsticks from Twitch TV, and I think that the COO of Twitch is going to be here soon too.
Oh wow, we got the links going. Oh, he misses it. Oh, see those invincible things on wake up? Because you're so good at that. Oh.
Tried to get him. Was that super? I'm not even
sure.
That
was the tag.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, he lost all his meter for that.
15 seconds remain on the clock.
Always going for throws.
Nice.
Oh, nice jump. Oh. Yeah, he couldn't have won anyway. Yeah, it's all over. He gave up. And is that Jago done?
That's all she wrote for Jago, and he did very well. He lost the game to Nerd Josh and then lost a few rounds, but he beat it.